Here we have another trusted reporter, just like Anderson Cooper. This fella here was outside that hospital in Virginia, where apparently two students from the university shot each other in the car park, and the reporter that we were listening to, the first reporter, she was saying that she was standing on the ground where the two bodies fell. Oh, sorry, the body fell. The chap had got out of his car and shot this other student after a late night party. So she was contaminating the crime scene. Now then, this is how police used a robot bomb to kill the Dallas gunman. NBC Nightly News. So, now then, this is very interesting. Very, very interesting. When I saw this footage, it reminded me of an incident which now I have the answer to. For years I have off and on wondered about an event that I saw in 1980, I'd say, what was that now? About 1985, and about March. In which I was in Chester in the UK. And I was talking to this fella, and probably debating with him on the street, as I do. And I was observing everything around me, as you should do. And I saw this fella drive past on his motorbike, right past me. And I just watched him, and he got off his motorbike, parked it up outside St. Werburgh's Cathedral, and took off his red helmet, and he put it in a cardboard box at the back of his bike. And I thought, well, that's a bit strange. Why would he do that? I mean, some buggers only got to see him doing that, like I'm seeing him. When he's gone, go to the back of his bike and lift it out. Well, I noticed he went over to the market there, and I continued to talk to this gentleman, and all of a sudden an officer came up, an army officer, and asked us to move across the street to the town hall. So we did so. And I'm wondering what's going on, and all of a sudden this canvas army vehicle pulls up, doors opened, and this robot, similar to this, very, very similar to this, came out. And he had got a cylinder at the front of it, and it went over to his bike, and it dropped the cylinder into the cardboard box. Now I wondered then what was going on. For one, how did the officer know, and the army know, to go to this bike within such a short space of time? Why would they go to this bike? Anybody observing would have observed the man putting a helmet in, just as he did, into the cardboard box. Anyhow, the machine went across, and it dropped this cylinder in, withdrew, and then the cardboard box exploded, blowing the red crash helmet, well, to pieces. And then it all went away. Now, I checked the newspapers that evening, nothing in them. So I checked them on the Monday, and the story was that suspicious package was found the back of a motorbike and was destroyed. It held up the army parade. That's it, that was the heading. Suspicious package holds up army parade. And that the package, the box that we were referring to, only had camera equipment in it. That was the news for you. First of all, it didn't hold up an army parade. All right. But a college rag that was to pass by there, the army parade was in the afternoon. Secondly, it was a Red Cross helmet, not camera equipment. So they couldn't even report. I actually felt then they couldn't even pick and report on this properly. And the people sitting down reading this newspaper are going to naturally believe that it held up an army parade, because the newspaper said so. And that there were camera equipment exploded, destroyed. Okay? Now the penny's dropped. As I've said before, it sometimes takes a long time. This has taken a long time. When I saw this footage, I've got it. It was an exercise. But the thing was made out to appear to be real. It was an exercise. And hence also why we were told to go across to the other side of the road so that we would be spectators of this event that was presented to us not as an exercise but as real. For if it had been presented as an exercise, they would have told us this was an exercise. Not to worry, not to panic, not to fear. It's an exercise, but they didn't. They left us to believe that it was a real event. So that solves that. Just given time, things do work themselves out. Now Metal Mickey here, okay, apparently blew one of the snipers up. Utterly frigging ridiculous, but there you go. Carry on, sir.
Ended the deadly siege of the city last night by using a robot with a bomb to kill the ambush suspect. It's a tactic straight from America's wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, as NBC's Tom Costello reports.
Emphasize.
The first time police have ever used a robot bomb.
They're always emphasizing war in Afghanistan or Iraq. Always.
On U.S. soil.
Yes,
with 5 officers dead, 14 people injured, and unable to get a clean shot, Dallas police turned to overseas battlefield tactics to take out the gunman, using a robot to deliver, then detonate an explosive.
Other options.
You see, oh, this twisted beggar. You see how they pile it on? They make things exciting. Battlefield tactics. Oh, you know. They're playing to the audience, to so many corrupt affections and corrupt sentiments of so many sheeple. Well, sheeple are like that, mostly. And they're hyping things up, making it exciting. Okay, now we'll do this in 2 short parts. Back in a second.